Alright, friends, so that was vintage stock. Small little hunt that I just did. It's been a while since I've done a Scream Factory update and shown off everything that I have that's either Shout Factory or Scream Factory labeled. And so I figured from today we should just go ahead and dive in and take a look at the haul that I've picked up over the past few months. I think the last time that I did a Scream Factory video was probably back in August. So it's been a while, and I'm definitely in need of an update. Scream Factory is probably one of my favorite movie companies thus far, outside of Anchor Bay and, of course, Criterion. But I love Scream Factory and Shout Factory. They both put out some of my favorite movies, and they do it for collectors in mind, which is something that I'm really glad to see because not everyone wants to have their movies digital. Some people prefer to have the physical copies, such as myself. And plus, with the way that Scream Factory does like the artwork and just the the 1080p transfer with some of these films is just absolutely mind-blowing and just amazing to have. So yeah, guys, let's go ahead and jump behind the camera. We're gonna take a closer look at some of the artwork that I've gotten. I got everything already out of the plastic, so we can just dive right into it. Take a good look at some of the Scream Factory, Shout Factory films that I've picked up. Stay tuned. Okay, friends, so here we are. Let's go ahead and start off with the Shout Factory stuff, the few movies that I've picked up over the past couple months, and then we'll get into the Scream Factory. And so there's the whole haul right there. Let's go ahead and look at these individually, of course. So we have Fargo from the Coen brothers, and it's the 20th anniversary edition. And so, of course, inside we have this work here. You can see Fargo in the background, and that's something that both Shout Factory and Scream Factory do with their backgrounds and steelbooks and in their Blu-rays, is they put like some backgrounds in behind the cover, which I think is a super nice touch. But yeah, of course, we have the standard Blu-ray right here of Fargo, and it did come with a J card. And mine, if you like to hold on to those J cards, mine was actually glued into the thing, so that's pretty cool, because I like to keep my J cards. And yeah, I like this black cover. I think that's super awesome. I really like the steelbook. This is an amazing steelbook, and I'm happy to have this one. Thank you, Shout Factory, for making this possible. And then next up, from Shout Select line, we have 3 O'Clock High. Jerry Mitchell just bumped into Buddy Revell. Now, Jerry isn't thinking about math or English because at 3 o'clock, he's history. This is an awesome movie. It's very funny, very underrated 80s film. If you've ever seen that movie Fist Fight with Ice Cube, which came out, I believe, like a year or two ago, it's essentially a remake of this film right here. And this was actually filmed pretty close to me. This was filmed in Ogden, Utah. I know exactly where to find this building right here, the high school that the kids attended. And so maybe one of these days I'll have to hunt down the locations and do a video on that. But yeah, very funny movie, just awesome to watch. It's very entertaining. And of course, for the background, you get Jerry and his counterpart, his buddy, and his girlfriend in there. And here's some other stuff that you can pick up from the Shout line as well. And of course, we have the disc with them getting ready to brawl. Very awesome thing for Shout Select to put out. Very happy with this. So yeah, 3 O'Clock High, got that one there. And then of course, based on the true story of Sheriff Buford Pusser, we have Walking Tall series. I already talked about this one earlier in my Black Friday haul, but these are just fantastic movies. I love all 3 of these movies, but the first one is my favorite. And of course, it does have that R rating because it is a very brutal, bloody film, especially for the time it came out. They've tried to remake this movie and do spin-offs of it, and they're okay, I guess, but definitely my favorite story to tell, though, was from the original line. And so this is the 2-disc collector's edition. It comes with the slipcover, and I could not get that sticker off that they originally put on from vintage stock. It is stuck on there, and I guess it's just gonna, that's how this is what really frustrates me with some retailers, is when they put their stickers on the outside of a slip cover and you can't get it off. It's just really bothers me to no end, but whatever. So yeah, we have the slipcover right there, kind of ruined, sad to say. And then here on the inside, we have, of course, the final chapter here. And then it comes with this little booklet. And there's actually a museum that you can visit in Tennessee of Sheriff Buford's home and all that good stuff. And so you get some original artwork there. And then, of course, you have the first and second movie on this disc. And then there's the background. The measure of a man is how tall he walks. I really like that a lot. That's a very awesome background to have for a Blu-ray. Like a nice little sunset going in there. And so, yeah, Walking Tall. Glad to add this one to the collection. So, super fantastic movies. And very disappointed, though, with the that slip cover and that sticker, man. That's gonna bother me to no end, but whatever. And then Scream Factory, here we go. We have Texas Chainsaw Massacre Part 2. Very awesome sequel. Is it as good as the original? Not necessarily, but it does have Dennis Hopper, so you know it can't be too bad with Dennis Hopper in the mix. I've always enjoyed Dennis Hopper as an actor. I always love it when he plays villain roles. This one, if I remember correctly, he's the sheriff. It's been a while since I've watched this movie. It's been years and years. I used to own this movie and the original VHS. And that's something that really has me excited about this one is on the inside. Of course, we have the reversible artwork. That's the bonus feature disc right there. And then you get the original movie poster. That's super cool. After a decade of silence, the buzz is back. Love that, man. That is an awesome cover. That's probably one of my favorite Chainsaw Massacre covers. So, got the whole gruesome family there. And of course, Leatherface back there, looking all proud. Love this thing. This is awesome. I've actually gotten to meet some people who've worked on this film, and they said it was probably the most fun they've ever had doing a movie. And so, yeah, happy to have this one. Of course, comes with that awesome slipcover. And then next up from Stephen King's line, we have Sleepwalkers. This was a blind buy. I've never actually watched this movie because usually with Stephen King flicks, it's usually really good or really bad. And I don't know, I have not seen this one. I can't give a detailed review on it just yet. I'll have to watch it and see what I think. But I got this one for a pretty good deal at, oh, look at that. That's pretty awesome. Look at that disc. I actually got this for a pretty good deal at Vintage Stock, so I went ahead and picked this one up. It was a brand new release and they had a sale on it. And then of course you get the original artwork. I've seen that like so many times. I just never bothered to watch this movie, but here we have it now, so we'll give it a shot and see what it's like. Yeah, I really like that artwork though. That is super awesome. The most frightening Stephen King movie yet, says the Cinema Showcase. Well, we'll see. Next up, really excited to pick this one up. Of course, we have him right here, Mr. Candyman. Whatever you do, don't say his name 5 times in front of the mirror, because he might just come visit you. But yeah, this is a really cool horror movie, highly underrated in my opinion. The actor who played Candyman, he was in an X-Files episode where he was like, or he couldn't sleep. I don't know. The episode was called Sleepless. If you ever get a chance to watch that episode on Hulu or Netflix, give it a watch because he makes it just like really superb crazy. So yeah, love this actor and I love this movie. Yeah, this is a really awesome pickup. You know, of course, Candyman. This came out when I was a little kid, and I watched it and it scared me to no end. But still, really great movie. You get 2 cuts of the movie. You get the theatrical cut, you get the alternative artwork right there, and then you get the director's cut, which I'm sure is going to be a lot more brutal. I've only seen the theatrical cut, but loved it nonetheless. And so yeah, we have Candyman right here on Shout Factory and Scream Factory. happy to have this one. It was like really limited. This is a limited edition from what I understand, and so I grabbed it at a pretty good deal from Vintage Stock, and they only got one copy, and I've been seeing this thing go for like 35 bucks on like eBay and Amazon, and I didn't even spend I barely spent 20 on it, so glad to have that one in the collection. And then another awesome pickup is Silent Night, Deadly Night, about this guy going crazy on Christmas Eve and just going berserk. Comes with this awesome slipcover. And then, of course, look at that. That's so cool. You get the theatrical cut and the unrated version and a ton of special features. And then, of course, the alternative work, the original movie poster. You made it through Halloween, now try and survive Christmas. That is super cool. But yeah, Silent Night, Deadly Night, get both versions of the film. Yeah, Silent Night, Deadly Night, happy to have that one in the collection. And then this one is not from Scream Factory. I just wanted to go ahead and showcase this one. This is, of course, Halloween 2. Just a standard Blu-ray, but the really cool thing about this one, the 30th anniversary edition, is it does come with Terror in the Aisles. That is super awesome. If you've never seen Terror in the Aisles, that's a short little documentary about horror movies hosted by Donald Pleasance and Nancy Ellen from RoboCop. And of course Nancy Ellen was also in Carrie. But that's a super awesome thing to have with this movie. I'm really glad that Universal decided to go ahead and include that in with the Blu-ray. And so, yeah, I'm happy to have this one as well. Halloween 2, Terror in the Aisles with Donald Pleasance. So, rest in peace, Donald Pleasance. You are greatly missed, sir. But yeah, guys, that's the Scream Factory Shout Factory haul. Let's recap. We, of course, have Halloween 2, Terror in the Aisles, Silent Night, Deadly Night, the awesome slip, Candyman, 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 Candyman. Now I'm scared. We have Candyman with the awesome slipcover as well. And like I said, if you get a chance to check out the X-Files episode Sleepless, I believe it's on season 2, give that a watch, because it is just a fantastic episode. This guy makes it all the more better. Stephen King's Sleepwalkers, Blind By. Really excited for this one. I'm happy to give it a watch. Texas Chainsaw Massacre Part 2, Dennis Hopper. The Walking Tall trilogy with the messed up slip. 3 O'Clock High. And of course, the Fargo Steelbook. That is my Shout Factory, Scream Factory update. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please give it a like. And we will do another haul here very soon. And so we will talk to you guys next time. Take care.